The problem is you talk too much. Yes, you, my friend, you talk too much. I mean, have you met people that in less than 30 minutes, yes, less than 30 minutes of you meeting them, they've told you everything about their lives, their family, if they are married, they tell you, if they have children, they tell you their struggles, their weaknesses, their pain, their joy. Have you met people like that? They talk too much. Not everything has to be said. Yeah, add some mystery to your life. Okay, we have people that talk so much that they've actually landed themselves in problem. That's because you talk too much. You just feel everything has to be said. You just feel I can't, when you are in a social gathering and maybe you just don't like being by yourself, you just feel you want to talk, and before you know, you're talking too much. We have some of us that say, I don't talk. But when I'm in my circle of friends or when I'm in the circle where I feel comfortable, okay, especially with those that I know, I'm gonna talk. Yeah. We have people that can manage that level of talking, and we have people that go extreme and they say a whole lot of things. Because it's in your talking too much that you have said something that has landed someone else in problem. All right. And people that talk too much, they can't keep secrets. Or you can be rest assured that they can't keep secret. All right, but you can be talking too much and it's making sense. We're not talking about you just yapping away. Okay, and some people cover this talking too much with, I'm very blunt. I'm a very blunt person. You're not blunt. You talk too much. You talk too much. I was having a conversation with someone. I was telling the person, not everything has to be said. Some of us talk too much to the extent that you've told your spouse what your spouse should never know about your family. Yeah. We have wives that have said something that is still causing them pain till today. All right. Because you know what? I'm not even going to talk about men. Because we have majority of men don't really say things. Nah. Not that some of them, yeah, let me say some of them not that they don't want to tell you. They're not keeping it as a secret, but they just feel it's not worth talking about. But you see, some women, whether they think it's worth talking about or not, they're gonna say, I just want to be blunt. I just want to be open with my spouse. No, yeah, the problem is you talk too much. Now the person is using it against you. Yeah, I've seen that. So it's not maybe it's not. I've seen that. I've seen people who are going through that currently. It's using it against you, mocking you, embarrassing you. I was telling someone that listen, no matter what happens, never, never shame your family in the presence of your spouse, be you a male or a female. Okay, as a husband, never shame your family. As a wife, never shame your family. Because I'm telling you that they will forgive their family members, or better still, you will forgive your family member. All right? But they might not forgive them and they might not have a change of mind concerning them. There are ways that we talk about your family. You undermine your family, you speak low of your family, that your partner starts seeing you as someone who is not worth something. All right. And you don't know, you just feel, I just need to say something, or I just need to say something. And the person's attitude might just change. And that's because if you can belittle the people that you grew up with, all right, not everybody grew up with their family, but I'm talking about those, okay, who grew up with their family and probably have issues with them. Okay, there are just some things you should keep away. Not everything has to be said. I'm telling you, add some mystery to your life. Add some mystery to your life. Not everything needs to be said. Not everything. You feel, okay, I have issues with this person. The other person does not have to know. Yeah. The other person does not have to know. And that's the truth. Not everything needs to be said. Okay? Talking too much is not doing you any good. As a matter of fact, it's doing you great injustice. You're not doing yourself any good. Because people will get to know you very soon if they don't know you already. All right, we have people that talk too much. Once they are talking, once you're having a conversation with someone and they pass, you will pause. Why? You don't want them to hear what you're saying because them hearing what you're saying is going to cause problem. I mean, and I know that you don't want that. I mean, you don't want to be passing and someone is having conversation and they stop. I mean, that's not the only reason why someone might be talking and stop. They might actually be talking about someone that you know, or talking about you, or talking about something that they don't want you to hear. Not necessarily you being someone who talks too much, but another reason might be because you talk too much. All right. So if it's not in this category, then it might be because you talk too much. You attend social gatherings. You don't need to say everything that you see. Not everything needs to be said. All right. There are some that you take, swallow it, okay, trash it. There are secrets people share with you that should go with you to your grave. Not everything needs to be said. All right. If you don't have anything to talk about what's happening on social media. Yeah, because people make excuses. Oh, it's because we didn't have anything to say. There are a lot of things going on social media. You see a lot of people dragging themselves. So why not pick one of those news and talk about it? It's not anything new. Everybody knows about it. A lot of things you can talk about. You don't need to start spilling secrets. You don't need to start saying things that you ought not to say. This is one of the signs to show that you talk too much. I mean, you're saying something, then let's say you are in another room talking about something. I mean, you feel that it's okay. You're telling somebody something, and all of a sudden, someone walks out of the other room, and you're like, oh my God, did she hear? Did he hear? That's your sign that you're talking too much. You shouldn't have said that. Some of us, you take a taxi, and the taxi man knows everything happening in your family. Or do you know what my husband did? My wife, oh, the taxi man knows. All right, you're making calls because you talk too much. You scream on top of your voice. Passers-by know that you're quarreling with your wife. Okay, people around know that something is not going on. I mean, nah, you talk too much. Learn to control the way that you talk and save your life. Okay, save your life. See, the Bible says even a fool, when a fool keeps quiet, is considered wise. You don't need to have an opinion for everything. You don't need to respond to everything. Do you understand? You don't need to respond to everything. You don't need to have an opinion. Because you have some people that feel, I need to have, you don't need to. Truth of the matter is nobody cares. You don't need to have an opinion for everything. Allow some things just die. Allow some issues just go. You don't need to talk. You don't really, sometimes, you know what? Let's do something. Okay? Give yourself 1 week and say, this week, I'm going to count the way that I talk. Yeah, of course, you literally can count the way that you talk, but let's just use it like that. Okay? I'm gonna be cautious, or what, for lack of a better word, okay, let's say I'm gonna be intentional with the way that I speak or with the way that I talk. Okay, and see, am I talking too much? Track yourself. Am I talking too much? And when you're about to start saying things that you're not supposed to say, pinch yourself and say, Collins, Susan, Esther, take a step back. You're talking too much. All right, I'm telling you, you are going to be proud of yourself because it's actually good. All right, talking too much is not a good virtue. It's not. Okay, if you don't control it now, you end up becoming a lousy person. Have you seen people that are lousy? Yeah, because you feel you are blunt. Anywhere you are, people know you, and whenever you're there, you just feel some conversation has to be going on. No, you don't really. Sometimes you don't have to be a conversation starter. Yes, we have people that are conversation starters. All right. I am a conversation starter. I like to start talking, like, because I don't like it when people are just quiet. I feel, okay, let me say something. But the other is, you don't have to say some things. Yes, I know you're a conversation starter, but there are times you just have to keep quiet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to keep quiet because there are times that you think the other person is just feeling shy and the person doesn't want to talk. The person might just not want to say anything. All right. So just keep quiet. And if they want to talk, you are ready to talk because you are ready to have this conversation. But if they are not ready to have the conversation, so be it. Okay. But we have exceptional cases. You know what I'm talking about. Like if you need to talk, if you're the one that is supposed to talk, then please go ahead and have the conversation. All right. Now I want you to tell me your thoughts about this topic in the comment section. You can drop a thought that can be helpful to someone. All right. And if you have anything you want me to talk about, you can put that in the comment section and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.